I'm Danny Gurry, and you've tuned in to Good Morning Frederick. It's a podcast, well, about Frederick. Everything, the people, the businesses, the nonprofits, and the cool stuff. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Good Morning Frederick.
Hi, this is Sarah with Butters Breads, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Oh, good morning, Frederick. Oh, goodness gracious. Good morning. Today is Monday, June 9th. I'm your host, Danny Gurry. What a weekend. Boy, I'm suffering a little from it today. Had our 40th year class reunion this weekend. It was so great to see people I don't see every day and hadn't seen since I think I walked the stage at TJ High School all those years ago. So it was a lot of fun, but wore me out for sure. But I'll be okay. I'll be okay. I hope you guys are having a good Monday. All right, we're going to go over what's happening in Frederick and give you those highlights. I have a great interview with Dan and Stacy from the Banyan and, of course, currently the Derby. And then we've got Possum Pets with Pumpkin, a 3-year-old female kitty. And I believe it's an orange cat, which you know what they say about orange cats for sure. Mountainside Education and Enrichment is the beneficiary of the Good Morning Frederick merch being sold this month at the home of Everything Frederick. You can stop by Wednesdays to Sundays, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. and get your stuff, which will be great. Let me just, because we don't have Chris and Bob on this morning, wanted to give you a highlight of your weather this week. Looks like today, thunderstorms with a high of 84. Yeah, kind of gray outside for sure. Yesterday, I got in the car and it said that there was a tornado watch in my area. So I hope that didn't happen and everyone out there is safe and your stuff is all still intact. Tomorrow looks like partly sunny day, high of 83. Wednesday, gorgeous, 85, sunny. Thursday, 90 and sunny. And then Friday looks like partly cloudy. Looks like rain in the evening or at night. But 86, I think it'll hold off for our Low Key Fest, which is happening Friday at the Carroll Creek Amphitheater. And we'll talk more about that in what is happening in Frederick. All right, let's go ahead and start the show officially. I can get right into it. Good Morning Frederick is sponsored by Rita's Italian Ice and Frozen Custard of Frederick, open daily noon to 9 p.m. You can also pick up a hot pretzel or iced coffee while you're there, but if you can't get to Rita's, they can come to you. Use those apps, Grubhub, DoorDash, and Uber Eats. It'll come right to your door, or you can even save some time and a little bit of cash and order online with the Rita's app. Download that today. There's no reason not to have Rita's. 538 West South Street in Frederick. All right, let's see what's happening in Frederick County. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors. They've been serving the area for more than 34 years. Wood Floors, luxury vinyl plank, anything you can put on your floor, they can handle it. Give them a call today, 301-948-9663, or go to atlaswoodfloors.net. When you call, you're going to ask for Jeff. He'll take great care of you. I promise that. All right. Let's see what we got here. Remember, if you want to see all, I'm going to walk you through real quick because I think the me just see. Oh God, I gotta do this bit. I haven't done this for a while. I want to show you. No, of course, everything EF calendar. All right. So the short link, we call it a bit link. And what I don't like about Bitly now, and this is so frustrating, is they have, I guess, people ruin stuff for everybody else all the time, which is so annoying. So people were probably using short link, the bit short link, to do nefarious things. And poo poo to those people, because now when you put in a short link, it takes you to a page that shows you a preview so you know where you're going. Anyway, this is what the calendar looks like. And you can see how, like, on let's see, we're on June 9th. You can see 3 items and then it says 44 more. That's how many events we have on the calendar in Frederick. So, what I recommend always is look at the schedule. Look at the schedule for the day, because that's going to give you the rundown from the time that things begin. So, if you wanted to try to get to multiple things in a day, you've got a little agenda. You got a little agenda that's going to show you all of the events happening. That's just for today on Monday. And then Tuesday, same. Look at this. Tons of events. Lots of trivia. I know somebody on the group Everything Frederick and More was asking about where all the trivia places are. Boy, there are a ton of places that do trivia here in Frederick. All right, June 11th, you can see here too, right? So, anyway, this is the calendar that you can get to when you go to that short link that is right in the video you are watching right now. All right. So anyway, let me get back to this. So now I'm just highlighting some things for you so that you kind of get the high level view. But you can go to that calendar and find all the great things. And now that kids will be out of school, I think this week is their last week of school, and you're going to be looking to try to entertain them. That calendar is going to become your best friend. And if you're an events person, it may be good to check out that calendar to see if there's anything else major scheduled on a day you want to do an event. That way you can try not to compete. But I'm telling you, there's never a day without something. So, as an event planner, you got to market to make sure your event stands out. All right, I'm collecting for Souls of Joy. By August, I'd love to have 300 pairs of shoes. Can't do it without your help. I do want to thank my classmates from the class of '85. Did a little fundraising at the reunion this weekend, and have about $200 to take to go shop. So I'll be doing that this week. If you know of any good shoe sales, please let me know. All shoes can be dropped off at the Home of Everything Frederick, 11 to 4, Wednesday to Sunday, and those other locations as well. Hey, if you want to go taste some spirits from distilleries around Maryland, not even just Frederick, Spirits of Maryland is coming to the grounds of Visitation, the Visitation Ballroom, and right out front on June 21st. If you want to go, just text Spirits to 888-465-2944, and you could score a pair of general admission tickets. Winners will be selected next week. Okay, let's see. June 9th. Oh, that is today. Well, the Cows went 1-1. And this is the do or die game for the conference finals tonight at Hood College Arena, 7 p.m. So go flyingcows.com for your tickets. And you could be there and hopefully watch them take it on. I don't know what happens next. Actually, I know they have to wait for some other teams to win and get to the Final Four, I believe is what happens after this. All right. On Wednesday, we've got Cocktails and Conversations at the Home of Everything Frederick with our guest speaker, Whitney Hahn. Come enjoy her talking about AI and using it for your business. Friday, Key City Rotary's Low Key Fest. Tickets are $5 in advance on Eventbrite, $10 at the door. So come You can come. It's going to be a great day. We've got a cute triangle. We've got MR cheesecakes and grilled cheese, please. We've got Rockwell Brewery and Simple Theory wine, all available for purchase at the event. So come on out and hang with Key City Rotary. All right, June 14th, it's charity karaoke. We're going to sing for a cause at 7 to 11 p.m. at the Orioles Nest, located really off Key Parkway, but right behind Burlington Coat Factory off Route 40. June 15th, which is this Sunday, it is Father's Day, and Dads Climb Free at Tree Trekkers. It's also Summer Concert Series. This is going to be the initial because yesterday was rained out. I will check and see who the band is this week, but great time in downtown Frederick at the band show. All right, launching it June 16th through July 11th, the Secret Stash. Good Morning Frederick's going to be hiding cash and prizes around Frederick County. You're going to have to watch every show to find out where the prize is hidden for the day. And as long as you watch, you could win. And that's what we love about it. You guys seem to love these hunts, so I love this. It's going to be fun. I can't wait to see what you guys do. All right, June 17th. We've got the Turtle or Crab Suncatcher with Tammy Brown at the Home of Everything Frederick. You can get your tickets if you go to, or reserve your space. If you go to the Home of Everything Frederick, you should see the event there where you can register. I love it. I can't wait. I don't know which one I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go with the crab, though. June 18th is the 300th Good Morning Frederick show. We're going to be live 8 to 10 a.m. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it's a week from tomorrow, a Wednesday. I think a week from Wednesday. June 18th, either way. Yeah, week from Wednesday. Anyway, we're going to have an ice cream bar. We got some special guests joining us. It's going to be a ton of fun. If you want to come hang out. I got the 300th show shirts, and I'm going to do a special offer. If you come to the Home of Everything Frederick from 8 to 10 a.m., you can buy the shirt for just $10. $10 cash. You can get one of the 300th show shirts. I'll show that off later this week. But you got to stop by between 8 and 10 a.m. to get that. On June 21st, it is not only my husband and son's birthday, yes, both on the same day, but it's also Spirits of Maryland Festival and the Veteran Family Fun Day, which is a free event with food, music, games, and more. Veterans and their families are invited to attend at the Burkittsville Ruritan Club on June 21st. June 27th, it is PTSD Awareness Day Vigil. If you can join Pulling for Veterans at Memorial Park, which is right on Bent Street, right next to the William Talley Rec Center. June 29th, it's a Sunday brunch and sparkling wine with O from the Box Theory. We're doing a little charcuterie at the Home of Everything Frederick. Her food is unbelievable, or her designs are unbelievable. What she can do with food and make it look amazing. July 4th, downtown Frederick is the place to be. Baker Park, specifically Party in the Park with WFRE and WFMD, where you're going to get a chance to ride the mechanical bull, thanks to the real estate goddess, Shannon Flannery, and Good Morning Frederick. It's free. It's free to ride. And we're going to have prizes for people who stay on the longest. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to chat with Shannon this week. I think if we say if the adults 18 and over, because we had a lot of kids at the Touch a Truck event. A lot of kids rode the bull, which is awesome. But I want to see the adults do their thing. So I'm going to talk with Grayson, who runs the mechanical bull, and get a time that an adult needs to stay on, and you can win Frederick is Bucking Awesome t-shirt from Shannon Flannery and the real estate goddess and the founder of Everything Frederick. And we'd love to see you walking around with that shirt, but they will be for sale as well. July 12th, it is the reschedule for the Rubber Duck Derby Festival in Union Bridge. That is July 12th. More information on that, dream big, unionbridge.com. you can check that out. That looks like such a great event and a fundraiser for Union Bridge, but also get you out to Union Bridge if you've never been there. It's a great little town, I tell you. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to come back with Dan and Stacy from the Banyan and Possum Pets. You're going to meet Pumpkin, a 3-year-old female kitty who is looking for a home, and we want to make sure to get Pumpkin a home for sure. All that right after this.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining flattery beyond compare.
Get your tickets for Key City Rotary's Low Key Festival happening Friday, June 13th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Carroll Creek Amphitheater. It's an all-ages, family-friendly event with live music with the band Acute Triangle, grilled cheese, please, and MR, Cheesecake's food trucks. Purchase adult beverages from Rockwell Brewery and Simply Theory Wine. Get your tickets on Eventbrite. Just search Low Key Festival. Thanks to Georgetown Insurance for their support.
At Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic, we understand how pain can hold you back. We're here to understand what you're going through. For a limited time, you can schedule your first visit for just $50. Give us a call and mention Good Morning Frederick, and let's get you feeling better.
Oh, yes. Love it. All right. We've got, let's see, who is making, oh, I forgot to do that. Let me pull that up because, we got some good people that support this show, which I'm so happy for. Anyway, I got the chance to head over to the Banyan, which if you didn't realize, I can't remember if it was an Eagles or Moose. I think it was the Moose right on Patrick Street, which is right basically in front of where the new hotel and conference center is going to go. There's something really cool coming there, and we want to tell you about it. All right, let's see who's making our market great. Market Makers is sponsored by Dublin Roasters, the Frederick Coffee House fueled by love and positivity. Visit Dublin Roasters at 1780 North Market Street or at DublinRoastersCoffee.com. All right, so excited. We're going to have to wait a little bit and be patient. But coming in 2026 is the Banyan. And I got to chat with Dan and Stacy about this amazing project. Here they are. We are, what is the address here? 214?
216.
216 East Patrick Street. This is Dan and Stacy, owners currently of the Derby, and building this wonderful 3-level event complex, restaurant,
rooftop deck bar
area here in Frederick. First of all, thank you for investing so much into Frederick County.
Absolutely.
You said this was number 6 and final.
Yep, this is it.
Did you say that with your kids too, though?
Yeah.
We said after 4 we were done.
We said that after 3.
3, I think we said. And somehow we had 2 more. So.
I know, 5 kids.
Yeah.
Several businesses going.
Yep.
You guys met at culinary school, which I love in New York. And your journey has been since you can remember in restaurants and catering.
I started at my family's restaurant in Rochester, New York at 12 years old and been doing it ever since. I've never had a job in any other industry field. It's always been a restaurant or catering business or a bar or something. You know, it's I'm a firm believer. I think everyone, maybe not the restaurant, but at least in the service industry, every single person should have to work in the service industry at some point,
100%.
just to learn how to deal with customers and put a smile on
And
your
every
face when you know,
situation, right?
when
There's
you know that
every
they're
situation.
just unhappy for just whatever reason, and you just gotta grin and
I'm
bear
sorry,
it.
we're
So,
out of that. Oh,
So-
no, we just sold the last one. Yeah, I know. It is. It does teach you so many skills. And for many, it's their first job.
Yep.
And it's so great for the economy when we can teach our young people
Sure.
hard work and all of that. So you're obviously very good at what you do. Derby's doing very well. When did
Yes.
you guys open that?
So we'll have 8 years
Wow.
in September,
Okay.
late August. So whatever that
Yeah.
means, whatever year that was, a couple years before COVID. But yeah, we're very fortunate. Very fortunate. The Derby is in our backyard. We live in Newmarket. Our kids go to Newmarket schools, play Newmarket sports or Frederick sports. So we're very fortunate with the Derby. It really took off, and we've got a great, regular, local, loyal customer base. And every week we have people, oh, this is our first time. This is our first time. It's just a good family located, family atmosphere space with the yard and the music and everything. So, and, it's something that we're going to try to carry over here, at least on the rooftop.
Sure.
A lot of people keep saying, oh, is it your new location? Is it going to be another Derby? Is it going to be another Derby? It's not going to be another Derby completely, but there's going to be feelings of the Derby.
Well, as you would imagine, it is
Sure.
the two of you, right? And so part of you is going to be in this, but different scale levels, right?
Right.
So this is going to be your high-end, fine dining, beautiful, speakeasy kind of place where you want to come for the experience as much as for the food.
Mm-hmm.
Middle level is your event space.
Event space, yeah, it's going to be. We're looking forward to that. Everything from hosting weddings, bar mitzvahs, stuff like that, private parties that people will book us for, to us having events, concerts, comedy nights, different things like that, and then we plan ourselves to throw events up there. Just some ideas that we've been playing with. It, would be like a Halloween masquerade ball, a Christmas ball, a big New Year's Eve party, maybe a Super Bowl event up there.
What's the capacity going to be up there? Do you have
Just
any idea?
about 300 upstairs.
Holy cow.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
we got nothing. I mean, I'm an events person, been doing events in Frederick for 20 years.
It'll be one of the larger indoor spaces that's not a barn in Frederick County.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Which there are some wonderful barns.
Of
And
course.
I mean, our catering business, we've done a lot of great weddings and events in some barns and at some farms. But this will just be a little different feel. And we've got right up the street, the Citizens Ballroom that we look forward to. Union Mills is on this side. So there's a lot of great places. I mean, Stacy and I, 19 years ago next week, got married at Searsville Mansion.
Ah, very nice.
So,
congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. So, there's some great spots. Just another option for people. Obviously, in a few years we'll have the Marriott right behind us, which definitely went into the whole game plan of buying this and doing this whole project.
Did you always want to be downtown Frederick? Were
No.
you always had an eye on it? Did somebody reach out and say, hey?
I actually kind of said I didn't want to be downtown Frederick forever. I like the small town feel. I mean, we were in Mount Airy, we were in Fenwick Island, Delaware, we were here, or in Newmarket, I'm sorry. And they were all smaller. And I was like, I don't want to deal with all the city stuff. And it was funny because we found this place in the listing and Macintosh Realtors, and I talked to him, and Stacy's like, I'm not even going to look at it. And I was like, okay, no problem. I said, I kind of intrigued me a little bit. So I came and looked at it, and I think I got back out in the car and I called Stacy and I was like, it's pretty cool. And there's a lot that we can do. And I will be the first to say this is bigger than I ever expected it to be. Like I was looking at a second location, and we looked everywhere from Jefferson to different parts of Frederick County and, in Warman's Mill area and stuff. And it was going to be another just restaurant, not even as big as the Derby.
Right.
And then, like I said, it took me one time to walk in here and get a tour, and just the gears started cranking, and I was like, it's a lot bigger than I expected, probably a lot more work than I want, but the vision is and what it can become. So I called her. I was like, you're going to want to come see this. So we set up like another walkthrough immediately with the realtor. And I think she saw what I was seeing right off the bat too, of, yeah, we wanted to open another restaurant, but this is definitely
Well, the impact you guys will have just on our community is just huge alone. But it's fun, isn't it, to be able to have kind of these three personalities tied in?
Yeah.
And you said you are, the kind of the decorator working with somebody else too. But is that fun? I would imagine it's really fun.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely a lot of fun. It's creative being in, culinary school and being interested in food. It's a whole creative aspect to it. So it just lends itself to.
So did you have a culinary specialty that you focused on, either of you, or are you just?
So I went for baking and pastry.
Okay.
And then Dan went for culinary.
All right.
So
So she's a pastry chef, phenomenal. I mean, decorator.
You still bake a lot?
Not since. So we have a 3-year-old.
That's
So not since the 3-year-old, but prior to that, yes, I did.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
But once we're finished and open in here, I'll have kitchen space where I can bake again.
Nice.
And so baked things are going to come back to this location, and we'll also be supplying stuff at the Derby.
Yeah, that's nice to be able to do that for sure.
Yep.
We are standing in literal bare bones now, and I know you guys have the vision of what's happening. What do you feel like is timing wise? They're opening in segments, I would imagine, right?
So the plan will be that hopefully we have control of the building, and it's set for February 1st.
Okay.
Is for them to basically be done and handed over to us.
Nice.
Being that it'll be February, I don't think we'll rush to open the rooftop. The goal will definitely be to get this floor and the second floor up and running. I'm hoping that they're turning it over to us February 1st. I hope January we're able to be in here, that more or less January is like, we're finishing this, we're finishing that. So I could be in here with hiring and training, and we could be decorating. Stacy could be training her staff. And I mean, Stacy's got a huge job because she's going to be in charge of decorating. She's going to be in charge of the baking and the bake shop portion of the kitchen. Also, she does all the behind the scenes, the payroll and all that stuff. So she's going to have her hands full. I'll be I'll be coming up with her help still the rest of the menu and training the kitchen, and just the kind of dealing with hey, where do you want this? And this project has been the biggest difference for me. Is I always joke is I'm a chef, I'm a cook. I've never built a project like this. We've built restaurants, we've flipped restaurants, we've gone in and gutted a dining room and redecorated. But when you're talking, how wide is this doorway and how heavy is this going to be? And the whole, how many, right now I'm losing sleep over how much ice I need for this place. But it's it's kind of like, this is more like, I have a general contractor, but every day I'm getting phone calls that are like general contracting customers. And I don't even know half the time, what I'm supposed to be saying, and I'm looking at plans and everything. So it's, it's a very great learning experience, but, it's definitely been a lot,
Yeah, I would imagine as a worker in the food industry over the years, sometimes I would think as a bartender, who put this bar together? Not a bartender, right? So when you move in somewhere, you're dealing with decisions other people have made.
Yes.
Now, hopefully, with all your years of experience, you can say, well, the rail should be right here with the well and all that.
Sure. And the key is at the Derby, we have 60 plus employees. A lot of them are year round. A lot of them have been with us for a long time. And we've brought people here, my bartenders, and said, tell me what you think about this layout. Where would you put, my way might not be the right way only. Right. Her way might not be the only right way. So if I come back here and say, this is what I think, she comes back there, this is what I think. And then we bring 3 other people. Sometimes you don't want too many, but at the same time, there's little things like, I'm not a bartender. I'll go back there and help.
Yeah.
But you know what? Okay, bartenders, what bugs you about bars? What doesn't? So we want, my big strength and the most exciting part of this whole project is all the restaurants we've opened. It's always been a space that's already existed.
Right.
I mean, my kitchen right now is a dirt pile.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all going in addition. So as a chef of all these years, the most exciting part for me is I'm designing the kitchen from ground up. I mean, it's not even there. So that's awesome for me. And I am taking that more or less, that's my thing. But with stuff like the bar setup and the dining room setup, I want, we have 60 employees at the Derby. We're planning on probably doubling that here easily. So, you know, we're also bringing a ton of jobs to downtown Frederick, which is huge.
Where's Banyan come from?
So we have a house in Key West
Okay.
that we go to often. And we visited Key West a few years ago. And ever since that visit, it was like, we just wanted to get back there and get back there.
Yeah.
So we ended up buying a house there. And we were, after we had visited this place and we were trying to think of a name, and we just kept bouncing things off. And I said, well, we love it here so much. Like, what if we kind of brought a little bit of Key West back and, just some touches of what we love down there. And so I was like, what about the banyan? It's a tree that's down there. And it's beautiful. And then we looked up the meaning of the banyan tree and just how it grows. And, as it keeps growing and expanding out, it sends down a root system from the branches down. So
Kind of like what we've done over the last
forever
25
growing.
years
And,
of our business,
it's just
That's amazing
a
when
cool
something like
tree.
that
Yeah.
all comes together and it just fits so perfectly with
And at the end of the day, I mean, we were able to create an awesome logo out of it. I mean, it's a really cool tree. We also like the simple short name, the Derby, and it's one of those things that every restaurant we've owned other than our first one, it's always been a difficult thing to name it. So when we decided, like when she was like, oh, the banyan, I was like, yeah, that's good, So then we're doing the food, the biggest Key West feel will be on the roof. Obviously we want the dining room to be a little bit, finer dining and fancier. And we're going to take some stuff from nicer places in Key West that we get good ideas, and bring in some small touches, the speakeasy things, some hidden things we want to incorporate. The rooftop is where we'll really try to play off on a little bit of a Key West vibe.
Nice.
There's a couple of bars there that have awesome backyards or, areas for music. And we're going to build a stage up there. We're putting a food truck on the roof, and that's actually going to be called the Hangry Rooster.
I love
because
it.
obviously in Key West, there's all the chickens and the roosters. And at night, all the chickens roost up in the trees.
Okay.
So they're up on it. So this is the banyan up on the roof, so the Hangry Rooster will be, the food for the rooftop. We'll have a limited menu come from the kitchen, some boards, some cold items, but the goal is for my kitchen staff to focus in on the dining room. We want to create an amazing overall experience. So I don't want them worrying about, cooking burgers or whatever food, rooftop food that we want, charcuterie boards, stuff like that, all for it, send them up. But, we want to be able to offer good hot food up there and some cool items. The plan for both the dining room and the rooftop is, the menus are going to change throughout the year. Nice. We're obviously seasonal with still a good solid core menu. And the food truck, we've got some really fun plans for up there. We want to basically create, again, a set menu, but also try to take it month to month, and even the outer decor and the feel for it, change it every month. So have your seasonal theme menu in May, maybe because of Cinco de Mayo, do more of like a Spanish menu, and then every month look at different things. And touch on one month being Italian, maybe July, do like an all Americana. We have big 4th of July plans, being that we'll have a great view of Baker Park.
Very nice.
So we have some big plans for 4th of July up on the roof and on the second floor. So
very cool. Well, we can't wait. It's going to feel like forever for us.
Yes,
probably
for
for you guys as well. Now, can people is there one website for all three? Will it be the Banyan?
So there's no website yet for the Banyan, correct?
No, we're developing it now.
So, but we do have
but yes,
Facebook.
It will be one. It'll be one website with all three spaces. Yeah.
So right now, the Banyan on Facebook is live, and Instagram.
Yes.
We share everything on Facebook and Instagram through the Derby as well.
Oh, very good.
So people can follow along. We try to do weekly updates of this right now.
Yeah.
We do have 3 employees for this space so far. So a lot of their jobs are, to help market and develop different things. And they've put out a couple of really good videos so far. And, you know, you always tell when I do the post, it's just like photo dump Friday. And it's just like snapshots and, you know, and that's the caption, you know, and then they do it. And they all got like marketing backgrounds and it's like, you know, slideshows to music. Beautiful. And I'm like, yeah, you guys did a lot better than my photo dump Friday, you know, so.
It's all good. Well, we look forward to it. It's going to be a great addition to downtown Frederick. We can't wait. And we look forward to experiencing all three of these places coming next year.
Yes.
Yeah, not too long. All right, Dan and Stacy, the Derby right now in Newmarket, and soon the Banyan right here on East Patrick Street. Oh my gosh, how exciting is that going to be? It's going to be such a cool place. I envision lines out the door from minute one. Oh boy. And we got to be patient though. All right. We're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to come back and meet Pumpkin. Maybe your next family member, four-legged one, that's for sure. All right, after this.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car.
Hi, I'm Devin, your friendly neighborhood shower door expert. Upgrade your bathroom with a beautiful glass shower door, custom fit to accent your space and make getting into your shower one of the highlights of your day. Come see us at our brand new showroom in Frederick, Maryland, or online at showerdoorexperts.com.
Who's always wanted to go to Alaska? Well, that's me, and I'm putting together a trip June 9th through June 20th of 2026. I would love for you to join me working together with Antietam World Travel Service to put together an amazing itinerary featuring both land and sea. We're going to see all the great stuff you see when you go to Alaska. I promise it's going to be a lot of fun. Go to bit.ly/Alaska2 for more information.
Hi, I'm Devin, your friendly neighborhood shower door expert. Upgrade your bathroom with a beautiful glass shower door, custom fit to accent your space and make getting into your shower one of the highlights of your day. Come see us at our brand new showroom in Frederick, Maryland, or online at showerdoorexperts.com.
Experience an unforgettable vacation at the Salty Seahorse on the 4x4 beach in Corolla, North Carolina. Enjoy the pool, relax in the hot tub, fish, and kayak right off the private dock. The Salty Seahorse will be your forever vacation home. Go to thesaltyseahorse2201.com. A&S Construction is a woman and let's try this again. Happy Monday. A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business. And they're located right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County and surrounding areas. A&S Construction specialize in roofing and siding, and they can even take care of your windows and gutters. I actually have them coming to the house in Yellow Springs to look the gutters today, and can even build you a new patio or deck. Call 301-703-2157 or send an email info@ansconstruction.net. Remember, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. Just let Sandra know you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. Actually, if you just meet Sandra out and about, because she's everywhere. You think I'm everywhere? She is out everywhere, supporting so many organizations. I'm telling you, it's a full-time job if you want to try to do that. But anyway, just say, hey, I see you mentioned on Good Morning Frederick. She would love that. All right, let's find out about our possum pet. Possum Pets is sponsored by the Maryland Lottery with tons of ways to win. Hot scratch-offs like Big Money, where a $5 ticket could net you $50,000. Or the $2 Monopoly ticket with a top prize of $10,000. Go to mdlottery.com for all the details. Plus, download the Maryland Lottery app where you can scan your tickets to see if you're a winner. You must be 18 or older to play. We ask you please play responsibly. All right, here's Pumpkin. You need a kitty in your life. I know you do.
Meet Pumpkin, this week's Pet of the Week. Pumpkin is a 3-year-old domestic short-hair cat seeking an adopter who can help her achieve her goal. What's her goal? To lose approximately 9 pounds. Pumpkin currently weighs 23 pounds, and our shelter veterinarian has classified her as morbidly obese. The shelter has started her on a diet, but she will need a committed adopter that is willing to keep her on track. Pumpkin is shy when first meeting new people, but warms up quickly. She enjoys being pet and playing with string-type toys. Unfortunately, due to construction, she recently had to be moved from a free roam room to a cage. Pumpkin will benefit greatly from a home environment where she can get the exercise she needs. Do you have what it takes to help a pumpkin achieve her goal? The shelter is open Monday through Saturday. If you're interested in meeting Pumpkin or any other animal to shelter, please make a reservation at visitfcac.as.me or give us a call at 301-600-1546.
Oh, poor Pumpkin. I know, Pumpkin. I gotta lose some weight too. So 9 pounds would be great. We could go on a diet together. Hey, just document it on TikTok. You can make some money. I know. I've been following what was that cat's name? Oh boy. And now she's got a new home and it's all great. So anyway, she had to lose some weight too. All right. Want to thank you for watching on this Monday. Tune in tomorrow at 9 a.m. or watch anytime on YouTube. Oh, yes. It's been a great day. It's going to be a great week, and we're rolling right into the summer for sure with our temperatures this weekend. So, hope to see you out and about. In the meantime, let's get out there. Let's be great.